Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome to another Tuesday where every week we look at the online video news from last week and talk about what it means for those of us who are video creators. I want to share with you guys two big things that happened last week and then three little things. The two big things, let's start with the first one, is that YouTube has now put a deadline in place for when you need to have switched your channels over to the new one channel design, and that date is June 5th, which is actually coming up a lot quicker than I think a lot of us realize. YouTube would like to encourage you to make that switch to the new one channel design sooner than later because they say that channels that have switched to the new design and layout have seen a 20% increase in views to their channel pages. Mostly because of the way the YouTube guide and the left sidebar works with the new one channel design versus the way it works with the older channels. If you are one of the channels that is still using the old channel design, I've made several videos about creating header images and channel trailers and how to set the whole thing up with a walkthrough. I'll link up to all those in the description text below this video. The second big story from YouTube is one that I am really excited about, and that is YouTube is releasing its live streaming features and functionality to almost any channel in good standing on YouTube that has 1,000 subscribers or more. Now this is different than Google plus Hangouts on air because that is just kind of very limited to like your webcam, a couple of the people joining you, and you can stream it live to your YouTube channel. That's different. This is for having multiple camera angles. You can stream in 1080p and it will automatically encode your stream to be the appropriate bit rate for the device and the bandwidth of whoever happens to be watching your live stream. This is geared more for like live streaming an event, and it is really more in depth, a lot more control over your stream and the quality and lots of different things. One of the things I think is cool about it that Google plus Hangouts on air doesn't do is that when you are streaming live on your channel, it actually, I think it uses in-video programming where it'll put a notification across all videos on your channel that you are live right now. So if someone happens to be watching one of your other videos, they come across it on YouTube and they see that, hey, this person's live right now, they can go straight to your live stream. So it's a really good way of driving a lot of new traffic and a lot of viewers to your live stream while you're going live, assuming you're getting relatively good traffic across all your other videos on your YouTube channel. Now, since this type of live streaming isn't quite as simple as clicking a couple buttons here and there and going live like you can with Google Hangouts on air, this has a little bit more nerdy stuff with some bit rates and streaming things behind it, and I haven't dug into it yet. I'm planning on playing around with this a lot more pretty soon just to kind of test it out. So if you're a subscriber here to this channel and see me live at some random hour, I'd love to have you come join me and figure it out. But thankfully YouTube has also made a video that kind of walks you through step by step what each of the settings are and how they work, and if you want to watch that, I'll put a link to that in the description text below as well. But know that it kind of skips over the most important nerdy feature, and that is the bit rates of the live streaming feeds and how you can set up Adobe Media Encoder, and like those are all that, like, doesn't even touch that. It just touches the YouTube side of it, and I think I'm gonna have to make some tutorials for you guys soon about how to do the other nerdy stuff that they kind of skipped over. Three quick stories for you guys. One is that if you are a video gamer making content here on YouTube, there's a lot of copyright issues about the content you use for video game footage and how you might be violating. If you want to make sure that you are staying legal and not breaking any rules and laws, YouTube put together a quick little bullet point list for you that is really good, really helpful for you guys to read through just to make sure you're staying legal, and if you need to acquire permission in order to use certain footage, how you might go about doing that and all that kind of stuff. So that is linked up below. Check that out. And then also this week is YouTube Comedy Week. You've probably seen YouTube promote it in several places already. Basically, they're just bringing together a ton of comedians, both YouTube homegrown comedians with, Comedy Central and just kind of TV type of popular comedians. And they're putting them all together on live streaming events and special unique content. All of it will be available this week on YouTube's official YouTube channel at youtube.com/YouTube. It seems to me that this is probably another experiment YouTube is doing to get more viewership on the site, also get, a little bit more perceived credibility for content on the site. They're probably going to be boosting a lot of these homegrown YouTubers' exposure by connecting them with these big time comedians, and it's just like the world's largest collaboration ever. And third, a blog post that was pretty helpful for me is called How to Rank 25-Step SEO blueprint. It's not specifically geared toward video SEO, but just in general practices, like if you haven't really been keeping up to date with all the search engine optimization stuff for the web in general, this is a really good crash course, 25 things. You just read through those and hopefully, I guess, you'd be a little bit more up to date than you are now. A lot of those principles do apply to video just like they do to the web. So definitely worth reading if you need to brush up on your search engine rankings. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below about how you plan to use the new live streaming feature that is coming out to all these new channels. So let me know about that. And if this is your first time hanging out with us, welcome. I'd love to have you subscribe. Every week we just do videos like this about online video news. And then on Wednesdays we do some YouTube tips and advice and ideas, suggestions, type of stuff. And on Thursdays we do YouTube Q&A where I answer one of your questions that you guys submit. This Thursday we'll be answering one of your questions about writing good tags. You know, do you include both the singular and the plural? If it's a two-word tag, do you put it two separate words or you put them together as one word? We'll talk about that this Thursday, so subscribe for that, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for another Video Creators post. See you then, bye.